Not going to be long.
You're used to that.
Built for speed. Hey, you got a shitty phone? Go get a new one.
iPhone 13 for $389.
I mean, that's what's great though. I mean, you get an iPhone 13, like it's not going to be the most brand new, but it is still like really good. And
brand new, factory unlocked. You can go to any carrier.
And that's ridiculous for $389.
$389.
Because I'm going to be honest, I have a 16 Pro.
Yes.
And, sure, it's great, but
I'm doing anything that the 13 can't do.
I mean, I'm sure, but
are you doing anything with it?
No,
that the 13
no,
can't
maybe
do?
just a better camera. But
yeah.
$389, I'm still paying on this sucker. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm going to be paying on it for a while because it's so damn expensive.
I feel like when the 13 came out, everybody was like, "Dang, that camera is great."
Yeah.
And so, why is it still not great?
I mean, it is, but I mean, like I said, $389. That's you can't beat that. That's just an insane price.
Less than $400 for a brand new unlocked iPhone.
Just go buy it and be done with it, and not have to worry about payments ever again.
That's right. You're done. And if you break it, it's like that still sucks, but it was less than $400.
Yeah.
So go check out the Cellular Center guys in Wichita at the Town East Mall, or give them a call and see if they have what you need at 316-302-5611. Dude, we are rocking every day.
Just like
and
this.
We're partying.
Yeah.
Every morning. I mean, night.
Bro, I'm low on sleep right now, and it does not feel great. So we have these Red Bulls that are trying to help us, but it kind of just tastes like vitamins and cat piss or something.
Yeah, and they're not a sponsor, so we're just trying to get wings.
It's tough. Well, this is your buddy Average Trav 85. If you want to go follow the socials, I am golden brown
Mike
and delicious.
C? Oh wow, what did you just say?
Nothing.
The brown nemesis?
Yeah. That's what I said. So,
and he's Foodie Mike C. Give it up.
And we are on location at Black Dog in Arlington. Is that right?
Texas.
That's the weird thing about Texas to me.
You
it's
just
like
never know where you are.
Irving, Arlington, Plano, Fort Worth, like
Rockwall.
I don't know. What's the difference?
Waco.
I feel like it's all the same town, just different sections of it.
Yeah. And you never know where you're at. There's some signs, but it's not awesome, and the highways are just insane.
Yeah, all the construction, people driving way too fast, people driving way too slow.
It's crazy. But
my brother's here.
Black Dog Retro Arcade. They've got beers, they've got food, they've got tons of sweet arcade games.
Yeah, it's crazy. We hadn't even really got the chance yet to dig into it. And I'm not going to touch this machine anymore because it was just loud and playing music that might be copyright. So we I don't know. So
yeah. But I'm looking right at Mortal Kombat 2. I'm looking at Cuphead. We saw WrestleFest over there. I saw that they had the Ninja Turtle arcade game, which I'm playing when we're done recording this sucker because that game is awesome.
Yeah, we need to get some B-roll, right? Like just for the sake of B-roll.
Yes, absolutely. We got to record some stuff.
Yeah, we'll touch base on our trip here. We are like in the Dallas area doing some cool stuff. We've already went to a Stars game. We're going to a Rangers game. Had some really good food, but we'll get into all that. But first, I feel like we have to get the best segment out of the way, and then it's all downhill from here.
It is all downhill from here. We've got nerd news from May 19th to the 25th, powered by the Wellington Theater.
Popcorn and shit.
Go check out Sinners this week.
Oh, God, I'm going.
We're checking that one out.
We are going, yeah.
We're checking that one out.
Together.
1998.
Okay.
The Galaxy 4 communication satellite got out of alignment, and it disrupted service to millions of pager customers and several TV pagers in 1998. What do you think I was going to say? Cell phones?
No, you know what my pager was? Like calling the collect number and be like, hey, I'm at the pool, come pick me up, and then you just hang up.
You remember Bob? It's a baby. We had a boy. We had a baby. It's a boy. Yes.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
He said it's a collect call, and they said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Bob, it's a baby. We had a boy." And he's like, he hangs up, and his wife's like, "Well, who was it, Bill?" And she said, "It was Bob. They had a baby. It was a boy.
It's a boy."
See, you do know.
I do remember now.
You remember that. So yes, PageNet, one of the companies most severely affected, estimated that 90% of its 40 to 45 million United States pager customers lost service. So almost everybody that had a pager was like, nobody paged me today.
I feel like that's not near as bad as shit could be now. Like, can you
No,
imagine if
not at all.
90% of fucking Wi-Fi went out around the nation?
Oh,
It'd
dude,
be
yeah.
fucking chaos.
If AT&T went down, if AT&T's Wi-Fi went down, or even the cell phone company, like if Verizon goes down, it's pandemonium.
I would say fuck AT&T, but Verizon.
Yeah, well,
I'd be
because
a little-
Verizon's not going to go down, so I wasn't going to go there.
Yeah, that's true.
1995, May 23rd to be exact, Sun Microsystems announces Java. You know Java?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it does.
Java was a programming language that was the write once and run anywhere. So like you wrote it and it would run in the web, it would run as an app, it would run everywhere. So it revolutionized web pages because you could just write it and it would render. It kind of like what we have today with how things render mobile versus on a big web page, that kind of thing. And
Okay.
so Java games is probably where you saw it the most because those Java games were just nuts. Like I don't think that the Nabisco stuff that ran on
Flash.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a competitor to Flash.
Huh.
So that was 1995.
And Flash obviously didn't hold up.
Well, neither did Java.
What do we use now? What's
HTML5.
Oh, I heard about HTML last week.
Yes, you did.
It was so good.
So interesting. 2000, in May of 2000, the love letter worm caused global havoc. In May of 2000, the I love you email worm, also known as the love letter or the love bug, spread quick. It was fast. Like it was just spreading through email like crazy. And it infected tens of millions of computers worldwide, Windows computers. Yes, Windows computers.
So they didn't say shit about Apple.
Macs didn't get viruses.
Huh. Don't. Is what you didn't say. Go on.
It was a major news story, and it's probably one of the very first, like for people our age, it's probably one of the very first viruses that we remember hearing about, if we remember it at all. Which it sounds like looks like maybe you don't remember it.
The only thing I'm hearing right now is love worm, and I'm just going a different direction.
Oh man.
So go on.
That's it. It was this was just it affected. I mean, if everybody knew somebody that this affected their computer,
it's because they all had LimeWire.
With this was, I think this was a little bit before LimeWire.
Oh,
maybe around the same time. Not the same virus though.
Damn Chinese.
So that's computers.
That's fun.
Let's see if I can get my thing to scroll here. All right, let's move to games. We're at an arcade right now, and this is pretty cool. 1980, Namco installed the first Pac-Man machine at a movie theater in Tokyo.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, 1980. Like, I think it would have been pretty cool to be a teenager in the 80s and being like video games starting to take off. That would have been kind of cool.
That would be pretty
nuts.
And
a lot of those dudes are still around, and they probably talk about it all the time. Like, oh, yeah, I was at the arcade when I was 15 all the time. Quarters stacked up for whoever was playing next, all that stuff.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be a whole lot older than us.
Not a ton. I mean, 10 years older than us probably if they were going to the arcade in the 80s, in 1980.
Do you think that shit was just covered in, like, popcorn butter?
Oh, I bet.
These motherfuckers just jamming shit and sliding.
Sticky as heck.
Yeah.
Popcorn butter and soda. Like it was sticky and slippery.
I don't
know. That's weird. 1984, Atari announces the Atari 7800 video game system. This offered superior graphics to the 2600, and you could play. It had new games. It was also backwards compatible with the 2600 games without having to go buy a new cartridge. It had 256 color hues, and then there was add-ons. You could add a keyboard. You could add a modem cartridge, which that's wild. Like a modem to get on the internet.
That is.
I don't what you did with the modem. Actually,
Yeah,
back
in
then.
84.
1984. I'm not real sure what you did with the modem. Somebody tell us, like
Yeah,
one of you graybeards, tell us.
like really gray beards, like
A real
beyond.
graybeard, like not a salt and pepper, but like a full graybeard. That was $150 back then. Seems like a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty substantial compared to what it would be now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I didn't have an Atari,
Hmm.
but they started it. Like they were the OGs in the console game. So.
I feel like every time I look back at an Atari though and see some of the stuff, like, well, that was pretty shitty. But I guess it was pretty cutting
It
edge
was
for what it
very
was.
cutting edge. Yeah.
It's like this Pong is fucking crazy.
May 22nd, 2000. Perfect Dark on the N64 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on the Dreamcast came out. Tony Hawk was pretty sweet, right?
It was cool. There's a lot of secret shit you could do in there.
Yeah.
And it made it fun.
Yeah, Tony Hawk was cool. May 21st and 22nd, Red Faction on the PS2 and Cool Borders 2001. I have no freaking idea what these games were.
I feel like I might remember Cool Borders, but not 100% sure. Like, I don't know.
Like, does that sound like it's a skateboard game?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably not. It's probably not woodworking. I don't know.
I don't think it was woodworking. Yeah, if you played Cool Borders in 2001, tell us what it was, because I do not know.
No idea.
May 24th, Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PlayStation, Morrowind on the PC, and Super Smash Bros. Melee all came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know 2 of those.
Yes. I don't know Morrowind either. Let's see. All right. It's time.
You got another one, don't you? A new Seggy within a Seggy.
And a Seggy.
Oh, God.
The segment. The Cartridge Conundrum is back, folks.
Okay.
This time we're talking about May of 2005.
Oh.
This game was released in May of 2005. This highly rated racing simulation from Microsoft Studios aimed to challenge the long-standing giant on Sony, which last week the answer to the conundrum was Gran Turismo, and this game was Xbox's answer to that. It impressed critics with its realism and customizations, earning it a Metacritic score of 92. What game was released in May of 2005 on the Xbox that was the rival to Gran Turismo?
I never got into racing games.
Man, I loved them so much. I played so much Need for Speed, like the Hot Pursuit game where you were either the cop or the bad guy, and like racing games were so fun to me.
I will say we had a NASCAR game, like 98 or something.
Yeah.
And it's like you start losing, like you turn around and start hitting cars head on, like trying to like.
If you even slow down at all, it's like, yep, I'm turning around and I'm just going to wreck everybody. I did that for sure.
That was pretty good.
Pop culture. 1980, Star Wars Episode 2, when it came out, 4 after, because they switched it, because you had the prequels. So this is Star Wars. This is The Empire Strikes Back. So it was originally the second movie, but once the first 3 came out, then it was the 4th one. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's okay.
So if it was the second movie, would it be the 5th?
There was 3.
Yeah.
5. I'm dumb. And V is 5. I just said the wrong thing. I was wondering why you were looking at me funny.
I was trying to make sense of it.
You could have said something sooner so I didn't have to keep on just twisting in the wind.
You froze, but we're back, so I think we're good. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Just leaving me twisting in the wind.
Sometimes I just got to let you just roll with it and just see what happens.
So
it's better content that way.
Yeah. If you say so. The Empire Strikes Back, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher. It was released in 126 theaters, and it was the sequel to Star Wars Episode 1.
So,
A New Hope.
What is the idea behind this movie? Like, what happened?
So, 3 years after the first one, Luke is part of the Rebel Alliance. He's being chased by Darth Vader. in the Galactic Empire, and Han and Leia are being chased across space. Luke goes and trains with Yoda, but Vader is always kind of like one step right there. And then some really cool battles,
Kind of sounds like the first one.
A shocking revelation that had way more meaning than just someone being his dad, because he was also somebody else's dad, and that sucks.
Is that a spoiler?
I mean, the movie came out in 1980. I don't think I can spoil it.
Spoilers.
Yeah, Spoilers. If you haven't seen it, skip ahead 10 seconds. But yes, Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad, and Leia, who he kissed in the first movie, is his sister.
Okay, but they weren't like fucking or nothing. No?
I mean, it's not that kind of movie.
That's good.
But yes, this one had a budget of $18 million. It would gross $4.9 million domestically on the first weekend. So pretty dang good for that first little weekend at 126 theaters.
I feel like the famous quote has been one of those things that people have either misheard or they think has been changed over time.
Luke, I am your father?
Yeah.
What do you think it is? What are people saying?
I feel maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I heard that like people like either misheard it or misremembered like what was actually being said. I can't even think now, but I'm gonna have to look into that because like I've actually been looking at that, like the Bernstein Bears versus the Bernstein Bears and shit like that. It's like we need to look into some of those.
Did I think Shazam actually happen?
Yeah. So I'm gonna look into that because I feel like I remember seeing something where it was like different for some reason.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh? Okay. Carry on.
May 25th, 1990.
Ooh.
Back to the Future 3. You seen it?
Maybe.
So this is the one. This is the Western type one.
Maybe. I don't know.
Man. Okay. So I feel like I'm just gonna say it. This is the worst Back to the Future movie.
Okay.
Let me just go this far. Let me say this. Back to the Future 3 sucked.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to revisit this one because I don't remember. It's
here's why. Time. Michael J. Fox was not the best actor, anyways.
Yeah, way too shaky.
No, not back then.
Oh, my bad.
But this was his acting was terrible in this. The premise of this movie, going back to 1882 or 1885, when they went back to in the Wild West, it just didn't hit. Like going back to 1955.
Like, what's the point?
Well, because the whole premise is Doc goes back to 1885 to live because he was going to die in 1985, and he went all the way back, and then he sent a letter. Like, you just have to watch it. But just the premise of this one was dumb. I just didn't like it. Biff Tannen was stupid in this movie. I mean, he's always a jerk, but he was just dumb in this movie. And I just didn't think there was anything really that cool about Back to the Future 3. So.
Sounds like if I haven't seen it, I didn't miss much.
Yes, but you should see it either way because it's part of the trilogy. And you have to have your own opinion.
Okay.
Let's ask the crowd. What's the best Back to the Future movie? Three's the worst, right?
Would you say it's shit? Would you say it's shit?
Yes.
Well,
no, it doesn't. They didn't have to go to the Old West. I don't know. Somewhere else besides that crappy thing? Go to 2005 and figure it out. Like,
go to 2001.
I don't know. This sucked. I hated it. Oh, those people are dumb. I hate
better
all those
than
people.
2? Well,
2's the best one. That's where all the iconic stuff is from. The hoverboard is from that. The hat's from that. The coat that everybody wears is from that.
Huh.
Everything. 2's the best one.
That was just a money grab is all that was.
The third one?
That was 2 it was for merch.
Yeah, the shoes, the freaking mags were from that. Like, you could watch 1 and 2 and leave 3 out, and it's fine. It doesn't matter if you know. Does not matter if you know Doc is there or not. So what? He's just living. I know what it's about.
Oh, what the fuck's going on?
Man,
there's not even anyone over here. He's just yelling to himself.
Just yelling at this Tetris machine. All right, Hot Shots Part 2, 1993, May 21st. Do you remember this?
Yeah, those were wild.
These
were
funny.
So wild.
Like, it's the parody on kind of like Top Gun.
Didn't he shoot like a fucking Rambo chicken, like with a bow and arrow or something?
Oh, maybe this one was the Rambo one. This was the Rambo one. And he's like on the front with it, like the bandana, but it's like in the front instead of tied in the back.
The fact that you agreed with me makes me feel like I'm wrong.
Makes you what?
I said I feel like the fact that you agreed with me is like means I'm wrong because you're like always wrong.
Because I can't be right.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, shit. There goes that one.
I'm never right.
No.
I don't know. This one, I do feel like this was the Rambo one. It could have been the first one. I don't know.
It could have been. Who knows?
If there was only a way we could figure it out. But these movies were funny. These parody movies, they don't do parody movies like this anymore. Like,
no, they don't.
Like Naked Gun and this, and there was a bunch of other ones that were like this. They were just funny. Huh? Who's the lead? Really? That'll be funny. Uh-huh. Yeah, that'll be funny.
Damn, that'll be cool. A remake of Naked Gun.
1997. I'm hearing a ton of lag. I don't know what's going on your computer over there.
My computer?
Yeah, you're frozen and it's laggy like heck.
It's been doing that constantly on your side too.
Has it?
Yeah, cutting in and out.
It just started doing that. Okay, that's fine. We'll power through it. It's probably just their crappy guest internet.
Yep.
May 23rd, 1997, The Lost World Jurassic Park hit the theaters.
This is scary because they're doing some wild shit right now, like bringing back like the dire wolves and stuff. And people are like, there's a whole ass series based on why this is a bad idea.
Yes, for sure. And I think that this thing's never going to stop. There's a new Jurassic Park movie coming out.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
ScarJo's in it.
Who?
ScarJo.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Pretty crazy. 1998, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman. It had a budget of $115 million, and it shattered all the box office records with the largest single-day gross in history, over $28.5 million. That's crazy, dude.
That's pretty wild. That's a lot.
And then it would go on to do $102 million within the first 5 days. Do we know anybody that went to this opening day? Episode 1, opening day in the theater?
No, we
Guess
don't.
Not. Let us know in the comments if you went to this movie opening day in the theater. I didn't, because in 1998, in 1998, I was not married yet. And we went over last week. I was not into Star Wars until I married my wife.
Married into the Star Wars.
Married into the Star Wars family. 1998 also, AOL completes the acquisition of MoviePhone. This is funny. MoviePhone. They bought this thing for $525 million. MoviePhone, basically, all you did was you called the phone number, and it told you what time the movies were going to play.
So I'm going to be honest with you. Last night, as I'm like in bed about to fall asleep, I saw a commercial on TV. They're bringing back like phone sex lines again.
No.
To where you can call. And I'm like, who the fuck is doing this? Like in this day and age, like who's just like, I just want to hear somebody talk to me. Like what?
I think here's the thing with that for me. Who's going to pay for that is my question.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
That is weird. I agree.
Like you could almost understand back in the day when we didn't have all the technology we did. You know what I mean?
There's been Playboy forever.
Yeah, I don't know. If somebody just wants to, did you know they're bringing back phone sex lines? He said they left. Who have I been talking to this whole time? Oh shit!
That's funny.
Pretty wild.
That is wild. I agree. All right. So May's a big month for Star Wars. May of 2002, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, dominated the theaters. $653.8 million.
God,
May
I
the
hate that
fourth be
shit.
with you. I would say May the 6th. Fifth. May the 5th. May the 5th.
Sounds like you just had a stroke.
All right. Let's see. Music. 1985. This week in 1985, the top song on the Hot 100 chart, Don't You Forget About Me. Who sang it? Oh, you looked. Simple Minds.
I wouldn't have known that.
What movie made this famous?
Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. 85.
Fucking cheap seats.
More notables.
Okay.
From this month. Burn by Usher. Holy crap, dude.
Shit.
Don't mess with Usher. U.S.H.E. Like this freaking. This CD, we had a CD player on the back of the toilet in the bathroom for when we were taking showers. We could listen to music. Mm-hmm. This was on rotation for a long time when I was taking showers.
All right. Interesting. So I just want to dance. Just let me dance.
I just want to dance in that shower. Wasting all that hot water. Just dancing in the shower.
Yeah, your ass just falling down because you're just sliding everywhere and just fuck. It turns into a life
also,
alert
2005, Holler Back Girl by Gwen Stefani. So I think maybe this was her first single.
Is this the song that taught me how to spell banana?
Yes, it is.
I'm like, is there two N's or hang on? I love it.
We have some big news.
Yeah, fucking huge.
So big.
Yeah, we decided to team up with some amazing people. It is the Collector Maze Network, and these guys, like when we say like they know everyone, they know everyone.
They know so many people.
Crazy. Yeah. So they might be opening some doors for us to be able to do some amazing things, like hang out at Comic-Cons, do some cool interviews, things like that. So when you see anything Collector's Maze, give it a look, give it a like, give it a share, and let them know that we sent you their way.
Yeah. So their whole deal is if it's geek, they've got it, right? And so they want it to be it's a central hub to explore different adventures or avenues of geek culture. So you can go solve a mystery with the Scooby Addicts podcast. You can unlock secrets professional creators keep about their industries with the Creators Crypt and a ton of other shows that are part of the network. So
like
go check them out.
And everything, like everything. All the makeup and like
they do cosplay stuff. They do Mortal Kombat stuff. They're doing all kinds of cool podcasts. So if you're into anything that's nerdy, they're probably going to have a podcast about it. So go check it out.
Yeah. So, like we mentioned, and hopefully you can even fucking hear what's going on right now with all this chaos around us, we decided to do this trip to Dallas.
Yes.
And it has been all fun and no work. We will show you a video of us in the pool just hanging out, having a good time soon.
Maybe a little work.
I don't know. So anyways, we just went to a playoff hockey game, which is weird to me because like the second hockey game I've ever been to my whole life, and the first one was in Chicago, like in the nosebleeds, and it was just a regular game.
We're watching the Blackhawks and the Ducks.
That's right, knuckle puck time. But anyways, so this one we're like right on the glass, like literally there's one row in front of us, and people are just beating the shit out of the glass. Players are right in front of us.
Yeah,
and it was an insane time. One of the players had a hat trick.
Yeah,
people start throwing hats and stuff. Like I had hats falling on me, so like one landed on my phone, so I grabbed it and just threw it out there. I didn't know that. Yeah. I knew
Hockey's
what a hat trick
wild,
was,
man.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, and it was funny because those hats were going for a minute. Like by the time they
Yes.
thought they had them done, like more hats to
And
come,
then
and
here
they're just
comes
like,
another
"Fuck
whole
this."
wave of hats.
Yeah. So it's like we had to like stop the game for a while just to get rid of the hats.
Yep. And they
And that
come
was
collect them all. I think they give them all to charity. You definitely don't get your hat back.
no, but you do get a 20% off discount to
They
the
did put
shop.
that up on the screen.
Yeah, it's like, hey, 20% off. You just
They
lost a
did
hat.
say
Go get a
that.
new one.
Yeah. So yeah, hockey's wild, dude. It's such a fun game to watch live. Like I would venture to say it's maybe the funnest live sporting event
It
because
is pretty crazy.
they do it up at the beginning, like they had a laser show and they
Yeah.
turn the ice
Yeah.
into a big projector, and they just
Yeah.
do a bunch of cool projections on the ice, and then the players come out, and
It's so
hockey's
fast paced. Like
yeah
that's the thing. I mean, basketball kind of is too, but it's like these guys are literally subbing out constantly because they are just fucking booking it the whole time, hitting
yeah.
each other, hitting the
I mean, you
walls.
even said the first shift, you were like, they're already coming out. It's only been
Yeah.
like 35 seconds. I'm like, dude, you go up and down that ice 4 times in 35 seconds and see what happens.
Yeah. It was definitely a lot. Like it was pretty crazy, but to like I said, just to be that close, like we're literally sitting next to the photographer who's like
Yeah.
uploading like shots to like
To
ESPN and shit.
ESPN.
Like, it's
Yes.
nuts.
It was
Super
crazy.
cool though.
Yeah, it was a
Pretty
fun
wild.
experience, that Stars game. And they won, which they only, so that means they only have one game left. By the time you hear this, they may be rolling on to the freaking third round.
I mean, they should be. I mean, the way they're looking, I mean, they're
They
just
played so
absolutely
good.
Yeah, and you don't mess with Otter. Otter was
No, Otter's better. That is for sure.
he was doing the work, man.
He was working.
Oh man. So obviously for me, a big part of this is the food and the culture around the food in this area. Um, we had some really good stuff so far, and like our trip is almost done, but not yet. So we went to this great sushi spot, Uchi,
And Uchi
and
was so
it's
good.
like everything we had was just out of this world. Like it's crazy. So if you're ever in the area and you see Uchi, 100% like go check that out because like we didn't have one bad item. We like
No.
literally had this hot rock that we were cooking like A5 Wagyu on.
That steak was so good, dude.
Crazy. That may have been one of my favorite bites. But they also had a braised short rib roll, like a hand roll.
Yes.
That tastes like you're just like if a steakhouse was a sushi roll, that's what it tastes like.
Yes. It was like a steak burrito, the best steak burrito you've ever had, rolled in rice and seaweed paper.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Crazy good. I also got us some barbecue
Yes.
from Terry Black's, and that was pretty crazy in itself. Even reheated like at the end of the night, like so good. And then I found out that bones get really hot if you put them in the microwave.
Yes, they do.
Burn the shit out of my fingers. That was unexpected, but you know, live and learn, I guess. So prior to grabbing barbecue, because it was like right down the street, we were at the Maple Branch Brewery.
Yes.
So
Oh man,
big shout out to those guys.
big
I mean,
shout
that
out
was
to Maple Branch. Those guys are awesome.
so great. I mean, you go in there, they're literally brewing everything in front of you. They're bottling in front of us and everything. You can smell the beer as like it overpours and hits the floor and everything. All these taps set up of like their own stuff, and so it's like, hey, you want to sample this? You want to sample this? So we had some really good stuff, but man, their food is just as good as like anything you're gonna have to
So
to
good.
drink.
Yeah.
There.
I had a big old meatball sandwich. It was delicious. A couple of German beers that were really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Maple Branch that place is legit. It was really good.
I had a sandwich called the Tony, and I mean, it had just a little bit of everything on it, and it was so damn good, like incredible. Like I had to go tell them, like, hey, this is one of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
Yeah,
So it was cool
delicious.
to get to sit and chat with all those guys, and that's
and the owner chef, like the owner, was that the owner that had the name tag shirt on? Yeah, that dude was super cool. He was just out there chatting with us for like 20 minutes. Like he was just he was
super
cool.
super friendly crew. Like I'm excited to already like come back. They're amazing, and we absolutely had to stop at this cheesecake place. They have this like frozen cheesecake on a stick, but what they do is they dip it in chocolate, and then they'll do like whatever else you want.
Was that chocolate?
Yeah, they dipped it in chocolate first, and then they coated it.
That chocolate was so freaking good, dude.
Yeah, all of it was so good. So like mine was like a salty, crunchy pretzel crust with caramel all over it.
Yeah, and I had the Biscoff cookie one. Holy crap. They just have this pan full of crunched up Biscoff cookies. And she dipped that thing in the chocolate, and then it was all just runny and chocolatey. and she just coats it in Biscoff
And
cookies.
it wasn't even like a little bit. Like she's like
No,
pushing
she's
on it to
pushing
make sure
down.
it
It was
sticks.
caked on there.
It was like a crust when we were done. And then if that
Yes.
wasn't enough, then they put like, you know, your caramel or whatever on top, and then they get another Biscoff cookie, like a whole cookie, and stick
Yeah.
it to it. And it's like
She put the cookie butter on top of it, and then she put a Biscoff cookie at the end for the man.
I will
That
say,
was
like, I've been feeling kind of like shit because just everything I've been eating. And I'm confident I probably ate like 3,000 calories just from that cheesecake alone, and probably like more
It was
sugar than I've
insane.
had in a minute. But it was a lot. But it was, I mean, it's like obviously I didn't stop eating it because it was just
No.
fucking crazy.
I ate the whole thing.
Yeah. So, and another cool thing is why. Okay, if you know anything about me, honestly, like I'm a pretty shy guy. I kind of stick to myself. I'm not
Yeah.
super outgoing. Well, I told myself, because I mean, Trav, everywhere we go, it doesn't matter where we're going. Like, we're going to go to the Rangers game later. He's going to talk to fucking everybody around him. Like, it doesn't matter. So I told myself, it's like, all right, I'm going to break out of my comfort zone. I'm sitting next to some strangers. I'm going to talk to them, just say, you know, like, you from here? What do you do? Whatever.
At the hockey game, right?
Yeah, at the hockey game. And when I did, this guy's like, well, I own a restaurant. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Immediately just like, huh, you don't say, you know. So, you know, then I was like, what do you do? I was like, well, I do travel chef work and whatever. So, you know, we connected, and he's like, hey, you need to come by, check us out.
Yep.
And we actually went out there today for lunch, and it was the Rogers Roundhouse.
Yep.
And that was super cool building, man. It's
the building was really cool.
It's amazing. It's got this big outside area. They do live music. You know, they had all the lights, everything that you could want. I mean, tons of drafts. I can't even remember. They said they had like 20 drafts.
Yeah,
maybe?
they had a bunch of drafts. Not as many as Maple Branch Brewery, but
yeah,
there was a ton of stuff back there. And they had Shiner, so you always win me when you got Shiner on tap.
But yeah, they had good food, a nice little variety, and man, I was just impressed with the kitchen. The kitchen is huge. It is crazy.
Yeah, super.
But yeah,
cool.
they were real cool. They gave us a tour, let us check some stuff out. They make their own like homemade chicken nuggets, which to me it was kind of almost like if you think of size, it's kind of like a Chick-fil-A size. It doesn't taste like Chick-fil-A, but it's similar.
No, it did not
I
taste
guess.
like Chick-fil-A.
But yeah, they had some good sauces as well, like this Ranchero Ranch, and
the Ranchero Ranch was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I kind of want to just coat it all over my body and just see what happens. So
that's weird. Moving on.
Yeah, we got some pretty cool. I feel like I'm gonna set us up for failure, just as Cowboys fans in general, because we had a pretty good draft. You know what I mean? Like we did a good job of drafting people that we need.
Good little job in that draft.
Yeah, even the haters had to say, all right, the Cowboys are kind of crushing this right now. Then we make moves off season to pick up Pickens
we did
as well.
Got Pickens.
So now we have a little extra depth, and now you just wonder, is like, okay, is Dak going to do what he needs to kind of carry us on? And the schedule come out, so that is something that's fairly new. I mean, obviously, by the time you hear this, it's going to be about a week later. But the schedule come out, and it looks pretty cool. The first game of the season, Cowboys-Eagles.
Win.
So I'm pretty excited.
Let's just go through it. Let's see how many games you think they're going to win.
Okay, September 4th, playing the Eagles.
Win.
Night. Yep, okay. Let's see. We have the Giants next.
Win.
September 14th. The Bears, 21st.
Win.
Packers, the 28th.
Win. Screw you, Jordan Love.
Jets, October 5th.
Win. Who's their even quarterback? Who even is their quarterback? Nobody knows.
No one. They got fucking no one. All right, then we had the Panthers, the 12th.
Win. Who even plays on that team? The Cons? No. Nobody knows.
Okay, so then we had the Commanders.
Win. Screw you, Dan Quinn.
October 26th, we had the Broncos, the shitty-ass Broncos.
Win. No, you didn't, Bo Nix.
Then we had the Cardinals Monday night.
Win. Kyler Murray. Suck it.
Short ass. So then we have a bye, and then we come.
Win. We're going to win the bye week.
We're taking that bitch, obviously. Got the Raiders next.
Win. They don't even know. Like, who's there? Somebody went there. Gardner Minshew. That's who.
Gardner Minshew.
Is he their quarterback?
Maybe. Raiders quarterback. Do Raiders have anybody? Ruggs is out.
I could have swore they got a quarterback in the offseason.
I think it is like Gardner Minshew or something. It's like,
huh? Dang it.
So anyways, this is where it gets kind of tricky. Okay,
So we've won all the games to this point. This is a great season so far.
So far, this is a great season. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 games. So we have the Eagles.
Win. We're going to beat them twice, home and away.
Then we have the Chiefs.
That's a loss.
Thanksgiving.
We're going to lose that one.
But that's in Dallas.
Win on Thanksgiving. We don't lose on Thanksgiving Day.
Mahomes kind of fallen off. I still think I still think Mahomes is really good, but he's definitely not been the guy that he's been.
And neither's Kelsey. No. They're both going downhill. They actually suck. They're going to lose all their games this year. The Chiefs suck. That's right.
Okay, so then the next game is the Lions.
Oh. Ooh. I was thinking about the old Lions. Win.
Okay, and then we have the Vikings.
Yeah, they don't even know who their quarterback is.
And then we have, Chargers, probably not too bad, but they could be a challenge. And then we have the Commanders again. Yeah. I feel like the Chargers are always quiet contenders.
Oh, yeah, they got that long-haired hippie.
The quiet contenders, man. And then we finish with the Giants.
They always finish us with a division game.
Yeah.
But the Giants are going to suck again. They always suck.
So you know what that means?
We just went 17-0, and we're rolling into the playoffs. That's what that means.
It means we're easily taking the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Yes.
You've heard it here first.
Undefeated. Screw you, 71 Dolphins.
Yeah. We are going to be the first team this year. We're going to be the first team since then going undefeated to win the Super Bowl.
Undefeated to win the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott takes the Cowboys to an undefeated season and wins the Super Bowl.
I wonder if I can bet on that right now. Can I get on like DraftKings or something?
Yeah,
like
can.
Undefeated Super Bowl. We're taking it.
Heck yes, you can.
Okay, I'm dropping $100, and it's probably gonna get me like $6.8 million or something. But
all that lying really just wore me out.
Yeah, shit, that got me tired.
Woo.
Hey, speaking of betting though, like we need to check in and see how our betting stuff's going.
Can we not do this segment this week?
All you had to do is put $20 on 3 teams, 3 picks.
Can we skip it this week?
Are you telling me you didn't do it?
Bro, listen.
Oh, God. Here's what had happened. Okay, so I guess since he's fucking this up, I'm just going to go ahead and jump to mine. If you're on our socials, I've already kind of posted a teaser for you, so you already know. Ooh. But for those of you who aren't.
He's giving you tips. 6 tips?
So, yeah, I tried to post a little early to see if you guys were going to like ride with some of my bets or if you're like, nah, it's not going to work. I don't know if anyone did, but I will say my picks, Phillies money line versus the Guardians, Orioles money line versus the Angels, and then I had Nuggets +7 versus OKC. And guess what? All 3 of them hit.
Boom. These were Mike's locks, and they were all locks.
They were locks, and I don't know if anyone's
taken him up on those, people.
I tell you what, so right now I have an 8-1 record, and off my initial $60 investment, I'm like at $200 right now.
Dang.
So we're doing okay on this. Really, I am.
Over there. I've got 6 bets in so far, and of those 6 bets, I'm 3-3.
3-3, yeah.
But I've got my $60 in the bank.
I feel like we should go ahead and just give you 3 losses since you didn't even compete this week.
That's fine. I'll take 3 losses. I still got my money. It's not like I'm going to lose my $20.
So is this like your fucking strategy now? It's like, I got my money back. I ain't betting again.
Just stay at 60.
He said, you keep betting. I'm just going to let my record get worse. But you know what? My money's still where it is.
Man,
so.
it really was a crazy week. I thought, okay, yeah, I'm going to bet on like Tuesday. And then I got on the airplane Monday, and I'm like, crap. I'm not even going to be anywhere where I can sports bet on Tuesday. No. What the heck am I going to do?
Yeah, there's been a few times here where I'm like, oh, man, I should bet on that game. It's like, oh, I can't because Texas sucks.
They don't suck, but they just don't have sports betting.
Which surprises me.
Yeah, it is weird. They're trying to get that changed. They're a little old school down here, which I don't hate. Anyway.
I think it's about time to go play some games.
I think we got to go get some games played.
Yeah, we got to go see what's going on here. I honestly don't even know what I'm going to play first, but at least we can get some B-roll, show us playing some games, and just relive some childhood stuff here.
Absolutely. So that's the show for this week. Go check us out on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Check the socials this week for the clips we're going to post. Let us know what that cartridge conundrum is. What's the game?
I know it.
It's in the notes, and I didn't say it this week.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I will agree with you this time. You did not say it. Jesus.
Keep it rad. Peace.
That internet was just cutting in and out the whole fucking
In and
time.
out the entire time. It was terrible.
Made me soft.